Hey everyone, August Severn here with Capital Data Analytics. Today we're going to talk about customer propensity modeling. You probably heard the word propensity modeling. Maybe you don't know what that means, so we'll go over it real quick. So we'll start out with what is propensity modeling. Basically, propensity is your natural tendency to do something. So customer propensity is just looking at the behaviors that a customer may do in the future. Um, Propensity modeling is a good way to segment your customers, to unlock some value and proper interaction with those customers. It also helps you inform the actions of your marketing, sales, and retention teams. So, what are types of propensity models? This isn't a list of everything that exists out there, but here are a few of the popular ones. So, LTV, looking at the value of your customer, likelihood to buy. So, this type of model would tell you, my customer is ready to buy right now. I should go out with a message that gets that customer to finish that purchase. Churn modeling. So what that's going to do is this propensity model is going to look at the customer base that you have and say, okay, who is likely to not have a relationship with my organization going forward? So obviously you might go out and create a retention campaign around those customers that have a high likelihood to churn. Finally, here the last example is response modeling. So this is looking at understanding which customers are going to respond to a marketing message. So maybe that's a mailer, an email, an outbound call, etc., and saying, okay, who is most likely to kind of be impacted by this message? Um, this is if you're thinking about like direct mail, for instance. You obviously have a limited amount of resources. You can only send, so many pieces out in the mail. You want to focus your targeting on those people that are going to respond to that mailer. So the next thing we're going to go over is just a example of incorporating these propensity models into your organization's framework. So a kind of popular way to do this would be using a quadrant segmentation strategy using LTV and churn. So if you look at the picture over here, we have churn kind of on this x-axis, LTV on this y-axis. As you go to the right on the churn axis, that's higher likelihood to churn. As you move up the y-axis on LTV, that's higher value customers. So what I did here is I just kind of named these 4 segments. So our top right is our high value intervention. Top left is low work, high value, low value, and high work customers. So what this segmentation can lead you to do is okay, kind of look at these segments and think through them. So this group right here, this low work, high value group, we don't want to touch them because they're not likely to churn. So they're going to keep, spending money within the relationship with your organization. There's no reason to kind of go out there and say, hey, we need to retain you, because they're going to just do their own thing. So we kind of want to ignore these as far as retention efforts go, because they're already going to bring the value. The next one is the high value intervention. So think of these customers as the people that are going to need touch points to kind of keep working with your business. So these are the ones that you have to go earn their business again and again, possibly. With further analysis, you can understand if there's a certain time frame that you need to do this in. What is a common tell of, okay, this is the spot that I need to maybe throw a coupon out to this person, etc. So this is, kind of a good group of to target for your retention process. Moving on to the low value group. So this group you probably just want to leave alone. They're not likely to churn, but they're not worth a whole lot. So if you have limited resources, you want to kind of target this top right quadrant. And then finally, this high work group. So this group is, the group that could be the most dangerous to not know that somebody's in this group. So the customers that fall in this segment, they're going to be low value and they require a lot of work to maintain that business relationship. So really, you're going to have to burn through resources to keep somebody who isn't going to be profitable in the long run for your business. So that's why you really need to know who this group is, and kind of prioritize these more high value groups. Um, so that's just kind of a broad, strategy of using propensity models to kind of impact your business a little bit better. The idea behind these models is you only have a limited amount of resources. You need to focus on that, top 20% of people, using that Pareto principle to focus your marketing, retention, and sales efforts. So I hope that kind of cleared up what propensity modeling is. And read through the article for a little more context on propensity models as well.